Hey guys, Slapjack here and welcome back to World of Tanks. And in this video guys, I'll be showing you two low tier replays that I gathered over the past couple of days, and I'll be showing them to you guys. So low tier gameplay is quite unusual to my channel. I mostly feature tier 10 and tier 9 and very rarely tier 8 replays, but for once I thought I might do some low tier gameplay just because I thought you guys might be getting tired of high tier gameplay. But personally, the reason why I don't feature low tier is because first of all I don't play low tier, and second of all I just don't find it as interesting. I mean, unless I want to do a video on something seriously OP like the Hetzer or for instance the AT-2, then I might do a video on that. So like the KV-2, I did a video on that because it was a very interesting tank and I wanted to highlight it. But the Panzer III, I mean something unusual like that has really no speciality, I'm obviously not going to feature because I mean there's nothing special about it. But the KV-2, the AT-2, or something like that, yeah, I'll be featuring that. But anyways, while I was grinding on the British TDs, I came across this rather, I guess you could say, mobile bunker of a tank. This is the AT-2, the Tier 5 British tank destroyer. So new tank destroyers came out, and I am loving them a lot. Of course, when you get up the tiers, the cupolas are probably the size of the KV-2's turret, so they are quite unfortunate, but you have to hide that, and it takes a lot of skill, actually, I've learned, and a lot of adapting to do that. But anyways, we're focusing now on the AT-2. This was my first game in the AT-2, and I was having a lot of fun. I've heard a lot about this tank. I've watched quite a few replays, and I was really excited to play this tank. It's definitely lived up to my expectations. The AT-2 has 203 millimeters of armor at the front, and it's all angled. And, oh my goodness, it's just so fun to play. And the gun isn't really spectacular, but I mean it's good enough, I should say. It's nothing like a Hetzer or a T-82 special, but it does get the job done. As you can see, the blistering rate of fire on this thing can absolutely just tear apart its enemies, and it has decent alpha damage as well. But that's not the highlight of this tank. The highlight is obviously the armor. The AT-2 is just a monster. It's a mobile bunker, as I said in the beginning of this replay, and as you can see, I'm just tearing out my enemies without taking a single hit. So I have to get over this hill to get some gun depression here to shoot on that M3Lee's top part. Unfortunately, he can't see me very well, which is quite an unfortunate aspect of the M3Lee, but we take him out of the game. We're just tearing our enemies apart here, and the Hetzer, oh, you better watch out, Hetzer. Also, I'm with Terror Daddy. He's quite a well-known player, and basically we're just going side by side. We're not platooned, but it definitely feels like it. So I just took a hit from the front there, or the side, and I haven't taken a single hit yet. This tank is just so overpowered. It's insane. But anyways, I loaded an HE shell thinking that might kill him, but I mean, this is a super low caliber gun, so I mean, I don't think I'm gonna accomplish that. Churchill, take a shot at him, has very weak turret there. We bounced a shot from our side. The T-34 had a clear shot at her side. But anyways, you definitely want to keep moving around in this tank. Oh, it bounced a shot. You definitely want to keep moving around because people will figure out your weakness. We bounced another shot. Oh my goodness. Because they will find your weakness, which is kind of the little top cupola of that tank, which is very small to shoot at. As you can see, he put a shot in there. But with the excellent accuracy of this tank, I take a shot at him and take him out while he was on the move. So that gives you an example of the accuracy on this tank. It's very, very surprisingly good. But as you can see, the mobility is very, very bad. I mean, with this kind of armor, you'd expect to have bad mobility. But as you can see, that was my first game, and I got a Top Gun. So that just gives you how easy it is to play the AT-2. So as you can see, Terror Daddy's asking platoon because that's just overpowered. I don't think you could lose one unless you get into a tier 8 game or something like that. Or not a tier 8, sorry, a tier 7 game. But other than that, if it's in a lovely matchup like this, there's no stopping this tank and winning. And especially if you're in a platoon, it's almost a guarantee, no matter how bad you are at this game. Anyways, we got a mastery badge on our first game. We got a Top Gun as well, doing 1,800 damage in the AT-2. So as you can see, he invited me to a platoon there. But yeah, I enjoyed playing that tank, and I do have the recording of the live commentary, but I didn't want to put it in because the audio file got corrupted, so it's quite unfortunate. Anyways, that is pretty much it for the AT-2, guys. Alright, so now let's take a look at another replay that was recorded actually quite some time ago. I think it was around 3 weeks ago. I platooning with Grenade Girl 16, and Grenade Girl 16 and I are playing in our Furies, and I don't blame you if you've never even heard or seen this tank before. This tank is very old and rare. I think it was released into the gift shop, I think last fall. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on that because it's been so long since I've played it. But yeah, it's very rare, very old, and it looks outstanding. Wargaming really did a good job. It's basically just M4A3E8 coated over with some nice details and extra stuff, like for instance the little what do you call it, logs on the sides. And it's just kind of the paint job is black, which makes it look pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. There's nothing really special about this tank, or the E8 for that fact. It's basically the same as the E8, except for I guess, like I said, the aesthetics. But, I mean, what's so good about the E8? Well, I guess the M4A3E8, I mean, this is one of my most played tanks. I have, I think, 800 battles in this tank, and what makes me keep coming back is this tank is very reliable, and matches my playstyle very, very well. I mean, this tank's mobility isn't outstanding. Its gun isn't, you know, its gun doesn't have like a blistering rate of fire. I mean, it's not like special, I should say. It's not, you know, very, very, very good. But it just matches my playstyle, and it is very reliable. For instance, if we're caught into a tier 8 game, I mean, I can have a massive effect, and that's why I play this tank, is because when I'm in a tier 8 game, I don't feel like I don't know, outgunned. This tank is, as I said like 20 times over, very reliable. So as you can see there, we bounced a shot from our side-by-side scraping, but you didn't think you could do that in the E8. Well, you can, especially with inexperienced players like that T-20 who shot at my side with that kind of angle. So you can pretty much, I mean, I guess that's how you can test your opponents to see, I mean, if they are, you know, quite experienced. It's just kind of side scrape on them, see if they will actually shoot at you. I do that a lot. So if I'm side scraping, I'm just basically testing out your knowledge of the game. Anyways, apart from that, we just dominated the hills there, the higher region of the map. Thanks to the J Panther 2, we kind of held those medium tanks at bay. I assume they didn't charge at us because they knew that J Panther was going to tear them to bits if they pulled up and took us out. So that was quite a nice touch there by the J Panther. Very wise decision there. Otherwise, we may have lost that upper region area, and we probably would have been flanked. And these heavies aren't doing so great down here either. But anyways, as you can see, the mobility on the E8 is, you know, outstanding for a medium tank. As you can see, the E25 is faster, but I mean, E25 is the flea, so yeah, I mean, you can't outrun E25. But anyways, as you can see, I don't know what that move was. I really don't. I was like, oh, yep, I'm dead. GG, rip, rip, rip. Oh, yep, there about your shot there. Oh, okay, thank you, Tiger 2. But anyways, that was pretty much it for this video and this replay, guys. As you can see, the E8 can have great games in any kind of matchup. And still do a massive amount of damage. We did 2,600 damage with a 22,000 credit profit. That was quite profitable there, and I had lots of fun. The Fury is just lots of fun to play. So that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Tomorrow, or the day after that, I will have a video on the new British tank destroyers, so that should be quite exciting. They are very fun to play. But anyways, guys, that is about it. I'm sorry also if the last week has been kind of crazy with the uploading schedule. Sorry if there wasn't many videos. I've been sick and very busy with school, so that is, I guess, the reason. So excuses. Go ahead and just basically take me for lazy, because you probably should. But anyways, as I said, guys, we should be wrapping up this video, so thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.